Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we're continuing with our House Darklyn playthrough. In the last episode we managed to get all of the lands surrounding the God's Eye, but then unfortunately King Stefan Darklyn died at the age of 42 from pneumonia, leaving his son and heir, King Zachary, as the new king of the Dusklands. But unfortunately he's not got the best opinion from his vassals. Most of them don't seem to like him. As you can see, our armies shrank from 25,000 to 5,000. So yes, a lot of lords don't have the greatest opinion of King Zachary. So we're going to have to do a little bit about that before we can even think about continuing to expand. So we're going to have to try and get these lords on side. We do have 3 daughters who we could try and marry away to some of our higher lords to try and get those on side. So that's one good thing. We've also got Rosby and the High Lordship there to give away, which we could use to get people on side as well. So that at least we can do that. We can get crowned. We can maybe hold a tourney or something like that as well to get people on side. So we've got a lot of sucking up and arse licking to do in this episode before we can really get King Zachary's reign underway. He's only 23, so he's still young enough, but he does have some interesting traits like lunatic, lustful, cruel, selfish, proud, just, craven. He's a tyrant apparently, so yeah, we can see why not many people have the greatest opinion of him. So yeah, we've got a lot of hard work ahead. So let's unpause and let's try and get ourselves crowned as quickly as I can. I don't think we can just yet because I think of our father's funeral, unfortunately. Has that been yet? I think our father's funeral's been, so why can we not organise our coronation ceremony yet? Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I, Lord Tristan, the warrior, accept your proposal for an alliance. So at least we've still got the alliance with the Masseys, the Tarfs, the Blackwoods and the Royce. I don't know if we do have the opinion of alliance with the Royces anymore, actually, unfortunately, which is a shame. But we do have the other alliances at least. Can we organise our coronation? Why can we not do that? Has the law minimum faith authority? Ah, okay. So why do we not have that law? We do have that. We do have that. Oh, minimum faith authority. Ah, okay. So the faith have too much power, which is annoying. The High Septon has acquired powers in the realm traditionally held in centuries past, including the right to arm and conduct trial. Right, that's not good. Let's see if we can go for the low faith authority. I don't know how that's going to go down considering the lords already hate us, but we'll see what we can do. There is a dangerous faction against us. For the Lord of Cracklaw Baron wants independence, Lord Cave, as well as Prince Tristan, our younger brother, for the Dusklands. So House Muton, Lord of House Butterwell, and the Antlers and Driftmark are all in on that plot, unfortunately. So I don't know. This is going to be a pretty painful reign by the looks of it. We've got our work cut out for us, so we're going to have to see what we can do. Right, so we want to get Lord Muton on side. Does Lord Muton have a son? Yes, he does. He's a bastard, though. And he's a oh, God, so he's got loads of bastards. He's not got any true-born sons, so that's a problem. That's our brother there, so we can't really do anything with him. Lord of Driftmark, Farman, he has a daughter. We literally can't do anything. We're going to have to try and marry our daughters off to some other lords then to maybe get them on side. Can we get that alliance back with the Royces? Because that would be very helpful. He's got a son who's only got... We literally haven't got much that we can do at the moment. What about the Peaks down here? They've got a lot of power. He has a son, Stefan Peak, who is unbetrothed. Perfect. Can we arrange a betrothal between him and our daughter Bess? Yes, we can. Perfect. Hopefully we'll be able to get that alliance with House Peak. What about House Orm here in Tumbleton? He's pretty weak. He's not got that much power. What about the Gold Road, House Drox? They've got a lot of power, but he only has a daughter who's already betrothed. That's not good. There is Osbert Drax and Addison Drox. He's only so that's probably not the best bet either to go for. There's not a lot we can do. This is quite worrying. We want to attack the Stormlands, so we can't do much there, but maybe we could make a peace for now, but we're not going to be honouring it for very long. There's not a lot we can do at all. They're all lower lords, so they're not going to be much help. We'll get that one underway. What about the Brackens? They've not got a lot of power, though, have they either? There's not much we can do at all. Right, so we'll just see what we can do for now. Let's unpause. We'll try and get that realm authority sorted. We'll try and host a couple of feasts or something to get people on side. Awesome, he's decided to accept the suggestion of a betrothal, but he's not willing to accept an alliance. Maybe if we send him a little bit of gold. Come on, Lord Peak, don't be a dick all your life. There we go, perfect, he's accepted. So that's another alliance. That gives us a lot of alliances, at least. If people do turn on us, we can call in a lot of allies. Right, what else can we do to try and get these people on side? Who is the leader of this faction? Lord Mooton. So let's send our Master of Laws, who also hates us. Let's send him to improve diplomatic relations with House Mooton, and then our Master of Whisperers, let's send you there as well and get you scheming. We need to put an end to that plot. And then let's... what else can we call court out? Why are our court in hiding? No idea why the court's in hiding, so we'll call those out of hiding. There we go. And let's hold a feast. We need to do something to get these lords on side, so we'll hold a feast for now and see what we can do. Council's in discontent as well, so Zachary's very hated by the looks of it. We could give away Rosbeth to make a decent ally, but there's not really anyone we can give that to. We could give it to our friend Dywick Torner. He is a Highborn. That's not going to give a good opinion of people, but he is our friend. We could give him a title, Grand Landed title of... we've got the Lordship of Roskia and the Lordship of Duskstone. Or... we'll keep them for now. At least that gives us a little bit more land to call upon people from. We'll keep hold of our titles for now. Lord Stefan has returned to my court and council. He is yet again able to carry out his duties as Hand of the King. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I, Lord Mathis Peak of Cockleswent, accept your proposal for an alliance. Good. We need it desperately. Desperately need that alliance. The best part about preparing for a feast is deciding what food stuff to serve. Or we'll go for the lavishly spending to try and get people on side. Most of the preparations for the feast have been made. Now I only have to send out the invitations. Right, let's get everyone here and get them on side. Dear King Zachary, I thank you for your invitation, but I will not be able to attend your feast. Great. In fact, I refuse to set foot in the same castle as you. Respectfully, Lord Stefan Orion of the Antlers. Oh, great. Dear Zachary, I thank you for the invitation, but I will not be able to attend, and he refuses for the same reason. Lord Seymour and Lord Farman refuses. Oh my god, Lord Boggs refuses. Lord Blackraw refuses. Oh my god, Zachary is a dreadful king. I don't think I've ever had such a bad king. Everyone absolutely despises him. Our army has improved slightly though. We've got an extra 2,000 men from somewhere. To conjure the conjurer produced a rabbit from a hat, then made a handkerchief change colour from the brown to red, and then he simply vanished from the room, only to knock on the door and open it a few seconds later. You must perform at my feast. Yes, we want to get people on side. We'll go for that. I think we're going to be dead pretty soon as Prince Zachary. I'd rather play as Prince John, to be honest, who's the Lord of the Godsfall. He's our most impressive sibling. The guests have finally arrived in Duskendale. They have been given bread and salt, as is their guest right. All is now ready. The cooks have worked day and night preparing the food, and our stocks of Richmond Red have been replenished, and the castle has never looked lovelier. Welcome to my feast. So we've got a lot of people who have come to it at least, so at least we can hopefully get some people on side at this feast. I don't understand why they hate us so much. King Zachary Darklyn, I hereby invite you to participate in the tourney of Rayonet. Yeah, we'll take part. We are a decent trained fighter. We'll take part to try and get people on side. 2 of your courtiers at the feast have brought dispute before you to settle the inheritance of some small property in Duskendale. It is unclear, and Catelyn and Jezine of New Pyramid both claim to own it. Well, we'll give it to Caitlin because she's actually Westerosa. Elmer of Maidenstone has used his attendance at the feast in Duskendale to present a petition for justice before the court. He claims that Lord Duncan Blackraw sullied his honour by having illicit relations with his wife behind his back and demands recompense for the slight. Lord Duncan must be arrested. I will order... Lord Duncan is clearly not guilty. That changes his opinion of us, and we need to get Lord Duncan Blackraw on side because he's one of the ones who hates us, so we'll go for that, even if it is a little bit corrupt. As the feast begins, Lord Foreign Hornburn presented a petition before the court. He says that crime and banditry in Birch Hall is an increasing threat and that the local sheriffs cannot contain the problem. He petitions that you send men and coin to eradicate the menace plaguing the area. Fine, I will send Lord Willis to deal with the problem. Some of the guests did not seem satisfied with the food, but I never would have thought that one of them would have complained out loud. Dyke said a lot of nasty stuff about the food. Oh great, that's our friend. Awesome. Thanks for that, mate. Lord Willis organised a group of men to tackle bandits and rogues in Birch Hill. He successfully captured or killed many prominent criminals and publicly hanged them as an example to others. The problem has now been stamped out and Lord Foreign is satisfied. Great work. Awesome, we gain some prestige from that, and we also changed the opinion of the people, which is good. The last of the guests have returned home and everyone agreed it was this year's finest feast. Our diplomacy improves by 2 and vassal opinions improved by 5, and everyone who was there by 5 as well, so that's good. Hopefully that will increase people's opinions of us. Yes, that's made our army increase even more, which is good. After arriving in Rayonet, the first day of the tourney began in earnest. You tilted against many lesser knights throughout the day, most of whom you unhorsed easily. Now in the coming days, the final rounds of the list begins, and the opposition surely will be more fierce. I shall ready my horse. Hopefully we can get a bit of prestige if we can progress here. The Tourney Herald announces the competitors of the next joust. You have been drawn against Sir Zachary. You mount your charge and take a lance from the squire and ride to the end of the list, as Sir Zachary does likewise. Then on cue, the horses break into a gallop. Steady. Come on. Your opponent got the better of you when you met in the centre of the list. Your lance merely makes a glancing blow on their armour, whilst their lance hits true. Sir Zachary, oh, he's a skilled fighter, but he's nothing special, is he? Oh dear. And I'm guessing we're going to get knocked from our horse now. The blow from Sir Zachary's lance sends you reeling, and you struggle to stay on your horse. The crowd gasps, expecting you to fall. However, you maintain your grip, bringing your mount around the other side of the lists, ready for another charge. This time I'll strike. Your opponent got the better of you. Oh, come on, just knock us off then. If you're going to be doing that every joust, just knock us off and put us out our misery. The blow sends us reeling again, so we've managed to stay atop our horse. Come on, Zachary. Your opponent got the better of you. Oh dear, just knock us off. Oh, okay, we're gonna get wounded. As you and Sir Zachary meet, you both score a good hit, but both lances shatter as you both ride on still mounted. You are hit with a sudden bout of pain, however. You realise you are now bleeding profusely. You take up a new lance from your squire, and charge gamely on. This will not stop me. Gain the trait wounded, a new tilt begin. Oh god, we're gonna get killed. That probably won't be a bad thing. Your opponent got the better of you when you met in the centre of the list. Your lance merely makes a glancing blow on their armour, while their lance hits true. It's got to be the longest joust ever. Sir Zachary's lance strikes you square in the middle of your breastplate, exploding into many pieces as it hits. The force knocks the wind out of you, sends you flying from your horse. You are left lying in the dirt, defeated, as the crowd cheers Sir Zachary. Ouch. The Council of Duskendale has rejected the installation of the Low Faith Authority Law. Great, so we can't get crowned present. That's probably because of our tyrant stain, isn't it? So the Faith are refusing that, which is very annoying. Sir Zachary has been declared the winner, defeating you and eliminating you from the tourney. Oh, perfect. Is there anything else that we can do? There's got to be something we can do. Sir Jocelyn Serenus and Lord Aenys Unar were the next to joust in the list. After many tilts and red glances, Lord Aenys was eventually unhorsed, leaving Sir Jocelyn to be declared the winner. I was simply passing time at the tournament when I saw two knights argue over honour. I knew straight away that the argument was spurious, and the result would be unnecessary bloodshed. I attempted to mediate the dispute, and that they told me that at least one of the knights should survive the resulting duel. Oh. Sir Zachary and Sir Maga Selford were the next joust in the list. After many tilts and broken lances, Sir Maga was eventually unhorsed, leaving Sir Zachary to be declared the winner. He fought well. After many tilts over several days, only two knights remained undefeated. Sir Jocelyn Sonorus and Sir Zachary faced each other in the final joust. After many tilts and finally executed jousting, Sir Zachary was unhorsed, leaving Sir Jocelyn Sonorus to be declared the winner. Okay, so Sir Zachary we lost to did get to the final. That's not too bad. My bannerman Lord Lucian Darkwing has tried to have Sir Edmure of Castlunderry arrested, but failed to apprehend him. Sir Edmure saw the fertility of rebellion, however, and has travelled to Rook's Rest to seek justice in person. This is a brave move. Right, what's people's opinion? Okay, it's improved a little bit more, so people are coming round to our rule. They are slowly getting on side. This is a plot that I don't want to do anymore because we didn't actually arrange it. It was his plot already. Is there any plots against us? No, there's not. We'll put auto-stop plots on. We don't have any prisoners. Threats. We've got threats from a couple of lords, which is not good. Abandon the plot to kill Sir Humphrey Bastion. Yes, and I don't care about dragons, so clear off. We're just going to have to forward things along and try and get people on side. Could we maybe get a council of Lords who have a better opinion of us. Our Hand of the King doesn't have a too bad of opinion. Master of Laws does, and he's not that good anyway. We have got better Master of Laws. We've got Lord Selford, who's slightly better, and he has a better opinion of us, so we'll go for him. Prince Florian the Ledger used a favour on Lord Gendry the Rough Crab to force them to join all of their factions. Oh, great, and that's our Spy Master, isn't it? Our new Master of Laws likes us a bit more, so let's send him to Maidenpool. Master of Coin likes us anyway. Master at Arms, he's pretty good, and he does like us, so we'll leave that as it is. Master of Whisperers, he's got a decent opinion of us. Lord Lucian of Rook's Arrest. So, yeah, we'll leave him as it is, actually. So the council doesn't hate us too much. They might not have the best opinion of us, but they're not outrageously bad. But they are in discontent, unfortunately. Have we got any minor titles to give out to try and get people on side? I don't think we have. I think we did them in the last episode. Yes, we did. Which is a shame. One child lacking an education focus. Our brother, Prince Clarence of Duskendale. You're very good diplomacy-wise. We'll get you a diplomatic education, just like our father. King Zachary Darklyn, I hereby invite you to participate in the tourney of Darry. No, we won't bother, because we won't do very well, and people are out to kill us, and we're also severely wounded. Your Grace, your brother Prince Tristan, is responding very well to my tuition. He has improved his skills, and is advancing in knowledge every day. Good news, he's learning +2. Although he's the one who people want to replace us, so it's probably not good news. Distinguished King Zachary, I wish to formally invite you to my court for a period of festivities leading up to my coronation. Sincerely, King Robar II of Mountain Vale. I'll be sure to attend because we get plenty of prestige and piety from that, which we desperately need. Our friend Dyke Tawney has been appointed as our regent, so that's good. I might give them the lordship of Rosby just to get someone on side. Your Septon Pensions of Rosby reports that Master Davos of Highley has been humbled by your endless generosities to the poor in Duskendale. Good. Good, good, good. We need to do anything we can to get people on side. The night at King Robar's court took a strange turn when our host decided to call some of the Septons and scholars at the nobles' table, engaging with them in long discussions about theology. I did not expect this feast to turn into a lesson about the faith of the Seven, but I might be learning something useful tonight. Gain 50 piety, and we could gain 1 learning, so that's good. We want all the piety we can get at the moment because we want to get ourselves crowned. Coronation of King Robar II. As the yells of the commanders drilling troops echo in the tent, High Septon III envoy gives Robar a quick blessing and summarily places the crown upon his head, proclaiming him King of Mountain and Vale by the grace of the gods. Long live the king. Gain 10 piety and 100 prestige. Good, we need that prestige. With the ceremony finally concluded, King Robar II bid me farewell and dismissed me from his encampment. Alongside all his other guests, I still cannot believe that the coronation was not abruptly interrupted by an enemy raid. The gods must really be protecting King Robar II. It's good to be back in Duskendale. The regency of King Zachary of the Dustlands has ended. Our army's improved to nearly 10,000 now, so I think we are slowly winning people over. It looks like we're just going to have a couple of years of peace and prosperity to try and get the realm under our control before we do once again try and expand. I have noticed my Master at Arms Willis Bastion is a hard worker, and that everyone seems to like him. I am deciding between having him heighten the morale of the warriors or try and recruit more men. Recruit more men. We need more manpower. Lord Lucian Darkwing has been a loyal and able servant, having successfully completed many tasks in the aid of the Dustlands. It will be seen as the right and honourable course to reward him with certain incomes and grants as to foster greater loyalty. Yes, I agree. I will arrange this so that we can hopefully get you on side a little bit more. To get the Farmans on side, we could give them the High Lordship of Dragonstone, but then I worry about doing that because he doesn't like us too much. Then again, that dangerous faction is no longer dangerous, so some manpower must have left it, and I think Farman is one of the ones who has left it. So that's good, so we could give it him. Someone wants to dispose of us. Who's that? The Lord Blackraw. It's too risky to try and imprison him, so we won't do that. I wish to formally invite you to the court for a period of festivities leading up to my coronation, the Storm King. Yes, we'll attend, so we can get that lovely prestige. So let's give some of these titles out. Let's give Rosby to our friend. He's our only friend. It's weird having an Ironborn over here, but it's like having the Farmers over it. Oh, that's going to upset people by giving him a title. Could give him Duskstone. Could give him the City of Duskendale. which would improve his... who do we give Duskstone to? I don't just want to make too many House Darklyns. That's the thing I'm worried about. Prince Tristan of the Dusklands. Do you not actually have a title? No, you don't. I'm going to grant you the Lordship of Duskstone, including the lower titles, send, and then we'll give the High Lordship to Lord Farman. Let's give you the High Lordship of Duskstone, including the lower titles, send. Hopefully that'll get you on side. Yes, 100% perfect. So that's give us a more powerful Lord. We do have an open council position now, though. We need a new Master at Arms. We've got Lord Darkwing, so let's try and get him on side. We'll get him to train the troops in Duskendale. We've still got Rosby to give away, but I don't know who to give that to just yet. We'll keep that for ourselves for now. Okay, we can now organise a coronation ceremony. Perfect, thank God for that. We desperately need to go ahead with this. The time has finally come for me to be officially recognised as King of the Dusklands. In order to do this, I will need the support of the faith, but convincing authoritative members will neither be easy nor cheap. To begin the preparations, I should find a priest willing to crown me. Only the High Septon. We'll try and go for the High Septon. We've got quite a bit of cash to spend, and we need to do this. We desperately need this. I shall be glad to recognise your divine right to rule as soon as you donate what is due to the faith. 175 gold, you greedy, pious, zealous prick. Very well. Now that I have a distinguished member of the faith to officiate my coronation, I must decide how much do I wish to spend for the ceremony leading up to it. We'll go for an extravagant ceremony, which is going to put us in debt, but we need to do so to get lords on side. King Zachary, I will be glad to attend your coronation. I will travel to Duskendale to partake in the important event. Signed, Storm King Willem Durandon of the Stormlands. As well as King Lannister, okay, interesting, as well as the Queen of the Reach as well. Okay, so all the important kings and queens are coming. Only a few more days remain before I am crowned king before the gods and all my subjects. My court is filling with distinguished guests, both vassals and foreign dignitaries, come to bear witness to this fundamental moment of my reign. Such a lavish ceremony is a rare spectacle to behold even amongst royalty. It will never be soon enough. This morning a curious visitor came to my court, a wandering scholar who travelled to Duskendale after hearing news of my upcoming coronation. He claims that he has heard many tales of what a wise and virtuous ruler I am, and wishes to put his knowledge to my service. You are welcome. Can we get some sort of alliance with these other kings? We can swear. No, I'm not swearing fealty to any of them. We need to outdo them. We need a third kingdom title so that we can make ours an empire tier kingdom. With all this pomp and circumstance, all these lavish preparations, and with my coronation so close, I am finally starting to understand the weight and importance of a role as king. People expect great things of me, and I will not disappoint them. We gain 75 prestige and a 55% chance of getting ambitious. Please get ambitious. Yes, I deserve good things and I will work to get them. I've gained the ambitious trait. Perfect. Coronation of King Zachary. I kneel before High Septon III as a host of lords surround us in complete silence. His Holiness the High Septon blesses me and places the royal crown upon my head, proclaiming me King of the Dusklands by grace of the gods. I am finally and truly king. Awesome. Vassal opinion plus 10, monthly prestige up, and we gain 150 prestige and piety off the bat as well, which is perfect. That gives us a ton of prestige and piety, which puts us in a much better position than we were at the start of the episode. We can now raise over 12,000 men, so people are slowly starting to be won around by us. We really need to get a son. That would further improve people's opinion. Our wife doesn't like us too much though, which is unfortunate. We'll have to try and do something to change that. During the last few days, my daughter, Princess Serana, has not been able to keep any drink or food down. It seems as if she is suffering from food poisoning. Call for the physician at once. Where was Hornburn? Which lordship did Hornburn have again? Yes, that's it. Birchall can. Oh, do we already have a non-aggression pact? That's okay then. As long as we've got you on side, that's good. I think, though, guys, we'll end this episode here. We didn't get to do much expansion-wise, but we really need to get the realm a little bit more stable before we do that, else it will all come crashing down on us. I hope that you have still enjoyed this episode and enjoyed our first look at our new king, King Zachary, who's very different to his father. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to leave a like and comment down below, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.